Okay, guys, so yesterday you asked me to create a workflow where you could view an issue in plan view or in model view so that your superintendents could toggle between the two. We're going to, what I'm doing is I'm taking your NWD file that you guys already had up on there, and then I'm creating um, some new viewpoints. So what I've actually done is I've gone through and I have created orthographic viewpoints of all of your rooms. Okay, and so the only thing that's showing in the viewpoints are just the room. Okay, so then also what I've done is I've created immersive views um, that uh, show when you walk in the room that show exactly what you should see there. So you can kind of see that. So then you can walk around, or if you're in the iPad later, I'll show you, then you can use actually the immersive view button, and then you can actually move your iPad around and you can see um, and compare. Um, so basically, these are the things that we're gonna utilize. Okay, so you'll notice what I did was I put these two folders that have all of the locations in them at the top of the um, Navisworks file. And the reason that I did that is because I want them to be basically front center at the very top so that everybody knows exactly where they are. So if you start building your Navisworks files like this when they are ready um, to be put into BIM 360 field, then it'll just make it easier for everybody else. And so also, while we're talking about best practices, I also kind of want to talk about our floor plan. So my recommendation is to always upload the floor plan at the very top. And my reason for that here, it obviously isn't, but that's because I'm working off of your Navisworks document file that you guys gave to me. So I didn't really have control over the um, where the floor plan started was in your file. So what I recommend is as soon like before you do anything, I recommend you upload the floor plan, and that's the very first thing that's at the top um, of all of your models. And the reason that, well, you'll see the reasoning for that here in a second once we actually bring up the model in BIM 360 field. Um, so that's my best practice there. Make sure that you have the model. That's what you bring in first whenever you're building your Navisworks model for field. Um, okay, so we've got our model set up with the orthographic views, which is just the top-down views of all of the rooms, and then we've got the immersive views also. Okay, so now what we would do is we would save these, and then we would actually upload them to field. I've actually already done that. Okay, so I've got my iPad open, and I'm going to go to the Models tab, and I've already got one open by accident. So actually the one that I'm going to open is this one right here because this is the model here that we were just working on, the 12, 14, 15 one. Okay, so I'm going to open this one. Okay, great. And so first thing that we're going to do is we're going to click the models button. When that comes up, you see these two icons here. So you see the eyeballs, and then you also see these lines. So what you want to view here, and I think this was an issue that you guys were having, in order to view CAD lines in BIM 360 field, you need to turn on the lines option, and that's what that is right there. Okay, so now we've got that. So let's just zoom out a little bit. Okay, so right here you can see we've got our orthographic view of the of room 101. So actually that's what I'm going to go to. I'm just going to select 101. Okay, so we've got that right there. Okay, so right there, our superintendent can view the orthographic view. Well, now let's say you guys want to actually view 101 like in model view. So then what you would do is um, you would just hit you would double click the eyeball right up here in the models view, and so then the model comes up. Okay, so now we can uh, basically just walk around, and you can see that I've already hit a push pin right here. So let's take a look at that push pin. Okay, so I've just created a test issue. Um, Basically what I've done, we're in room 101, so I've added that location there. Um, okay, so we've got 101 production that's added to our issue, and I've added a company to it, ASTI. Okay, then if I want, I can even add an attachment. I think I actually will do that right now. So just add a attachment of the right there, and then we'll hit done. All right. So we've got an attachment. We've got an explanation of the issue up here at the top. Um, we've got all kinds of issues, or all kinds of stuff that we've put in here. Okay. So we've got that. So we've located it directly in the model, but let's say that this is just something that our superintendents they don't really want to deal with. They don't like the model. So we can do the exact same thing. Basically, we can just turn off everything, and then again, this is why I want the floor plan front and center, is basically so they can toggle everything on or off, and then they just turn the floor plan off. If the floor plan is always at the top, then all you have to do is just tell the superintendent to turn everything off except for the floor plan. Okay, and it's always at the top, so they know where to look. They don't have to go searching for it, just simplicity's sake. Okay, so we've just got the floor plan turned on. So now we're actually going to go back into um, room 101. So we'll move it, and then so then basically he can see, once he zooms in far enough, he can actually see the push pin. Then he can zoom in, click on it, and he sees the issue. Okay, so let's do that again. Okay, so we're gonna go to room 101. Gonna zoom in, and then there you go. Zoom in, select the push pin. There we go. So that's pretty much my workflow right there.